Sweet. Alrighty. Live there. It's looking good. Stand by. Checking that out. That looks good. Yeah, that's looking good. Hello, people. Just getting set up here. Good. All there. All right. And I'm going to go live here on Instagram right now. Bam. Checking connection. That's good. Okay. Am I live? Stand by. Just getting going here. Now live. Okay, cool. All right. So that's looking good. We are going live. Okay, that will have to wait. Getting texted there. Let's see here. This one good. This one's good. That's good. Just getting set up here. Stand by. All right. I think we're about set. Who's joining me today? We got Come Alexis. Hey, and we got 64 Chevy. How's it going? Hey guys. So I just started this live stream right now, just about a moment ago. Thanks for joining. G Shock Lover. Hey, how's it going? So I do these live streams to talk about the videos that I have coming up and to take your questions, give you shout outs, and just generally have a good time and good conversation. But I also do them to get myself hours on YouTube, because I need 4,000 hours of watch time on YouTube in order to monetize this channel that I'm building. So if you guys are up for it and want to help me out, I'd really appreciate it. If you click the link in my bio, it'll take you over to watch the same exact live stream happening right now on YouTube. So that'd be great if you could head on over there and watch me there, and we could interact there. Steve, monkey from Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. What am I supposed to say to that? Turn it in, 625. How's it going? Yeah. Monkey from Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Okay. Let's see. Luigi, what's up, dude? All right. You're always here, always supporting me. I appreciate you, buddy. Giving you a wave and a shout out. It's better when I say it in person, G-Shock. Okay. Well, how about you take a video of yourself saying it and then send it on over? And then that way it's like saying it in person as close as possible. Hey, Tom, always great supporter. I appreciate you, Tom. Thanks. How's it going, buddy? Gonna give you a wave and a shout out here. Oh, Kim. Hey, Kim, what's up? Thanks for Kim's over here on YouTube. I appreciate that. And I'll give you a hey back on YouTube. Hey, hey. And there's Juan. What's up, Juan? I'm gonna be talking about you today, Juan. Yeah, because you're definitely gonna be definitely a good part of this conversation I'm gonna talk about today in this live stream. Luigi, nice to see you. It's nice to see you too. Let's see. Baltazar, what's up, buddy? Hey, how are you? And let's see who else just joined here. Is it Suji678? Right on. I'm very good, thanks. So you guys who are just joining me on Instagram, the link in my bio, if you wouldn't mind clicking the link in my bio, it'll take you to the exact same live stream I'm doing here right now, and it'll take you to it on YouTube. And I would really appreciate it if you watch this live stream, any part of it, on YouTube, because I need to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube in order to monetize this channel. And so if you could just be a part of the same live stream for just a little bit, but on the YouTube side rather than the Instagram side, that would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. So let's see, guys, what's up? How are you? Hey, how's it going? TPDA1 joined. Hey, TPDA, how's it going? Okay, so let's talk. So yeah, first of all, anything you guys want to know. This is let's call this Ask Me Anything. I'll take all your questions. Anything you want to know, anything you want to ask, fire it my way. Just yeah, I want to know what's on your mind, and I'll answer them. Black Widow. Hey, Chris, what's going on, bud? So yeah, be thrilled to take your questions. And then I want to tell you about some of the videos that I've shot recently that I'm currently editing, and the next one that I'm planning to release. And then I'll tell you about what I've got, on the schedule coming up. And then I want to say hi to everybody and give you all shout outs, and that's what's going on. So how am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. So if you're just joining me, if you wouldn't mind clicking the link on my Instagram bio and head over to YouTube and watch this exact same live stream on YouTube, it would really help me out. Watching this on YouTube gets me watch hours. Hey, interesting, you just joined. Can you watch this same live stream on YouTube for just a little bit? It would give me some YouTube hours. It would really help. Okay, so yeah, what's up, Chris? I'm looking forward to riding with you soon, bud. So Chris is official Black Widow 68, and he's got a 68 Camaro, and he has a 72 Chevelle. Chris, is that with the 454 with the 454 big block that you got in that Chevelle? Let me know. The next video that's going to come out is the video that I shot probably 3 months ago now versus a 69 Mustang Boss 302. In that video, it's a hell of a story. It's a great story. Yeah, in that video where I raced against the 69 Mustang Boss 302, what's interesting about that story is how I found that guy who owns that car. His name's Greg, but not necessarily how I found him, but also who owned the car before him and the connection between the three of us. Totally random, totally by chance. Odds are completely out of this world that we were able to connect. And it's a fascinating story. And I just can't wait for you guys to see it because it blows my mind every time I think about it. And I don't want to tell too much now, but I think I'm going to release that video this weekend. Friday or Saturday, I think it's going to come out. And the first cut of it was actually too long. It was actually a 15-minute video, and I don't want to make any of you guys sit through 15 minutes of my yapping. I don't know how you guys can sit through it, any of my yapping. So I cut it down, and I'm going to release it in 2 parts. I'll release both parts at the same time, but the first part will be what I would call the race and the story, and the second part will be the reunion, where I reunite the car with its previous owner from 45 years ago. I'm not making that number up. 45 years ago. I know the owner of the car who owned it 45 years ago, sold it to this guy's father. Then this guy's driving it around, and I hear him in my neighborhood, and I wave him down because I wanted to see what kind of car it was and possibly make a video with him. And turns out the whole connection there, and it's just going to be crazy, mind-blowing, the connection of how we all came together. So that's going to be the one with the 69 Mustang Boss 302. And for those who know Mustangs pretty well, which I don't, but I know this car pretty well now because I've done a lot of homework on it. That car is a very, very rare car. They only made about 1,628 of them, I think. The first year Boss 302. It was made for the Trans Am series, which, if you know Camaros, the Trans Am series, the Z28 was made for the Trans Am series. So the classic matchup, Ford versus Chevy, would be the Boss 302 versus the Z28. And so anyway, it's going to be a really cool car. Obviously, I got a big block engine, so I should be way out in the lead when I race this guy. But we still managed to do these races in a way that's really fun and entertaining. So it's not like I'm going to just totally just be long gone. I found a way to actually do it a little bit differently so that we keep it close and interesting. So yeah, so that's that. And then yes, I can't wait to share that with you. And now let's talk about one who I see is in the chat over here. Oh, hey, Leah, how's it going? Leah is in Texas, I think, right? Did I get that right? Trying to remember where everybody is. It's a lot, but I'm pretty sure I remember that you're in Texas. And do you have? I think you have a Mustang. I think. I'm trying to remember. No, you might have a Camaro. Now I'm doubting myself. I'm sorry. I do remember you though. Let's see. Some people are joining here on Instagram. Let me give you some waves. A wave to Mark. Cool. A wave to Trooper Man. A wave to Raider Fan in the Bay Area. And let's see, I got a wave here to Santorini, and did I say that right? Or Santorin, sorry. And to Ramo Steele, right on. Hey, Ramo, how's it going? What's up, guys? You've got the fastback. Okay, cool. All right, that's right. Hey, I had a feeling it was a Mustang. Yeah. You have no idea how many people I have met from all over the world because of these videos I'm making. Now I say met, I mean like electronically met, but I never expected that. that, you know, I'd be making these videos and I'd be literally corresponding with people on all the continents. It's been wild. And so for me to try and keep track of where everybody is, I'm doing my best because it's really fun for me, but I'm not going to remember everyone. Yeah, social media at its finest. That's right, Leah. That wasn't something I was expecting. I mean, I was making these videos. I've only been making these videos. Really, the reason I got into it is because I just enjoyed doing it. You know, it wasn't because I want to make money doing these. It wasn't because I want to be famous or anything like that. I work in the movie business. I've been in the movie business for over 10 years now, probably 14 years now. And being famous is not why I do it. I'm a stuntman, and if you want to be famous, you should not be a stuntman. So do what I love. Exactly. That's right, Trooper Man. Exactly. And you know what I love? I love to do stunts. I love my job, and I love making these videos. And so anyway, I was saying that I never expected that doing these videos would connect me with people on all different continents. But it's really cool. I know Luigi's on right now, and if I recall correctly, Luigi's in Brazil, and I see Leah's in Texas. And Ramo, we were talking last night, and remind me where you live. It's slipping my mind right now. But I know that I've been communicating with people in Canada. Tom in Canada, who's a really, really knowledgeable guy when it comes to engines. I've been communicating with people in Russia and India, and Japan. It's just like, never did I expect that. All I was thinking about was just making these videos because it's fun for me to make them. So all of that's really, really cool. Let me give a wave here to Victor Garcia Rivera. What's up, Victor? How are you? Let's see that. Yeah. Yes, Victor E. Garcia Rivera. Cool. So anyway, if you're just joining now, oh, Carter Willis just joined. Hey, Carter, how are you? If you're just joining right now on Instagram, please do something helpful for me and just watch this same live stream on YouTube by clicking the link in my bio. You just click the link in my bio. It's the same live stream. If you watch part of it there, it will help me out get my YouTube watch hours so I can possibly monetize this channel. And so the idea of monetizing the channel, it never really was even on my mind at the beginning. But you know, making these videos, it's not cheap. I'm spending money to make these videos. You know, I'm buying cameras, buying sound gear, doing car maintenance. I mean, my car is from 1967. So 67, that would be 2017 would be 50. So that'd be 54 years. Actually, I think my car, I just realized this earlier today, my car had its birthday this week. It was born the first week of June in 1967 in the Van Nuys factory. Anyway, to maintain the car as well, I mean, it's an antique, you know, things happen. So that costs me money too. So talking about wanting to possibly monetize the channel, it'd be great. I don't expect to make a lot of money, but it's certainly a goal. And that would just be going to continuing to make more of these videos so that I could share my fun with you guys. Do I have sponsors? I don't. I don't know the first thing about getting sponsors. I'd say the closest thing I have to a sponsor is the camera company that I use for my cameras. They let me test some of their cameras, and they basically let me test them for just the shipping charge, but not all of them, just a couple of their new ones. So yeah, so Kristen Valdez just joined. How's it going, Kristen? Good to see you, and thanks for jumping on here. Okay, Luigi asked, did you work in a series? I saw someone that looks like you in The Rookie. Well, that was me. I did work on The Rookie. So yeah, I played the drunk man at the bar who got into a fight. Did you actually recognize me from that, or did you look that up on my IMDb? I'd be curious if you actually recognized me. I'd be shocked. Yeah, Ron Chevelle. Hey, Ron, you're local in Torrance. How's it going? So yeah, let me know, Luigi, if you actually did just put two and two together, if you actually knew that in advance before you asked me that. Not whatever the answer is, it's cool. Yeah, I would love to have a sponsor, Leah. I wouldn't know how to get that going, but that'd be cool. So anyway, let's talk about what else is coming up. So I shot 2 new videos recently. So yeah, I talked about the Mustang one. If you guys have questions from that, I'd love to take your questions. Absolutely. You guys can ask me anything you want. I'm reading the text. I'm reading the chat. So anything that's on your mind, just let me know. Ron, you're coming back from Zion. Cool. Kristen, you are just chilling. Me too. Just chilling right out here on the patio. It's a pretty clear day here in Southern California. I can see the water right now. And yeah, so right on. Just chilling. Yeah, so the video that I shot about 2 weeks ago was with Revved Rides. Now, Revved Rides is one Yamas, and this guy is one hell of a builder. He's on Instagram. He left a note here in the chat as well on YouTube. Yeah, he's cool. Cool Running Camaros just joined. I believe that is Paul, who I also shot a video with just yesterday. How's it going? So yeah, I'm going to talk about you shortly. So the first one that I'm going to talk about that I shot about 2 or 3 weeks ago was with Juan. Juan has a 1970 Chevelle with a modified 350 engine that he built. This guy's a builder, and this guy knows how to build. So I got my stock big block 396 going up against his modified 350 with aluminum heads and a Hotchkiss suspension, and it's going to be one hell of a video. I just finished cutting it together the other day, and I'm super excited for this one that I did with Juan and his Chevelle. He brought out his daughter. And if you were on one of my previous live streams, he was actually on the live stream and asked if he could bring his daughter with, and I said yes. And so that ended up happening. His daughter was an absolute riot. She's stole the show. She's a star of the show, and you guys are just gonna have a hell of a time watching all of us on the road. And then if you remember Danny from Drift Car versus Drag Car, everybody wants to see more of Danny, and I don't blame him because Danny is awesome. He's a stock car racer and a stunt driver. I got him to come out, and he was driving camera car, and then I threw him in the car with me, and we all were basically going back and forth. He's on my side, Juan and his daughter on their side, and we're gonna find out who's gonna cross the finish line first. So that's gonna be a great video with the 70 Chevelle. And then yesterday I shot a really cool video with Paul Galante from Cool Running Camaros. So Paul is a fantastic builder as well. He's local. He lives in Orange County, and he's owned his 73 Camaro for I think for like 20 years or something like that. Hey, Jake, what's up, Jake? How are you, man? You're supposed to call me. Last time I did a live stream, you said you were going to call me. I'm holding you to it, buddy. You're due. So give me a holler. So yeah, Luigi, tell you more about Hollywood. Sure thing. I'll talk about it in just a moment. Let me tell you about what I did yesterday with Paul and his 73. So he's got a 73 Camaro, and what the idea I really liked about shooting a video with Paul is I wanted to do something that I don't know that if anyone's really done yet, is race a first gen Camaro versus a second gen Camaro and do a video called First Gen Camaro versus second gen Camaro. Keep it simple, but I think it's a good idea. I want to do as much of these versus videos as possible because there's just a natural, desire to see who's going to win. So Paul has built a fantastic second gen Camaro with a 383 stroker, which I would say is probably one of the, in my opinion, one of the coolest, the best possible hot rod engines you can put in a car. Now, this is really debatable because everybody likes to do the LS swap, and there's a reason for that. They're fantastic engines. They're very reliable, and they make old cars run very well. So what do you think of the LS swap? I want to know if you guys like it. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, then tell me you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But if you do know what I'm talking about, tell me, would you prefer an LS swap or would you prefer a 383 stroker in your hot rod? Well, Paul chose the 383 stroker. Logan, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. Good to see you. And Ron, you are running the 383 stroker in your Chevelle. Okay, perfect. So this is great. This is perfect to add to the conversation. My humble opinion, an LS is a modern engine. And when I'm driving a hot rod or I'm driving an old car, I like feeling like I'm going back in time. So I like that naturally aspirated engine. And look, I mean, I have a Chevy Silverado that's current 2016, so it's 5 years old. It's got an LS engine, right? Um, so when I get into a hot rod, I'd like to have a different engine that doesn't feel like it's from today. That being said, everybody builds their car to their own, suitability is a good way to call it. Not every car is right for every person. Not every engine's right for every person. So there's what I would call suitability. What suits you? So what would suit you in your build? Would you rather have an LS or would you rather have a 383 stroker? The 383 stroker, on the other hand, is basically a 350 engine that's been stroked out or lengthened so you could fit 383 cubic inches of gas air mixture in there, and it works almost as well, if not better, than a classic big block. Even though it's a small block, it's lighter. It's got almost the same amount of cubic inches in a 383 as you would in a 396. And it screams. It's a crate engine from Chevy. Although it was never used in production, it's basically a crate engine for hot rods, and I love it. It's fantastic, and that's what Paul has in his '73 Camaro, and he showed me no mercy. So you're gonna have to wait to see that video. You know what? I'm gonna have to wait to see that video because I haven't edited it yet. I've only uploaded the footage, and I'm gonna start editing it very, very soon. It usually takes me about a week or two to put a whole video together, and then I got to spend some time getting it ready to put on the internet, which takes a lot more time than you realize. So, yeah, American Hot Rod Entertainment. What's going on, buddy? It's good to see you. So let me give you a wave because you deserve it because he hopped on. And so Logan, I am doing very well. Thanks for asking. Logan, where are you? I forget. I think you're in the US. Are you in Kentucky? I'm trying to remember exactly where. I'm talking to people right now all over the place. Luigi's in Brazil, and Leah's in Texas, and Ron's local, and Raider fans in the Bay Area. So I'm trying to keep track. You're in Alabama. Okay. What do you want, buddy? You want ice cream? Yeah. My son wants ice cream. We'll have ice cream after dinner, okay? Alabama. Okay, so I was in the right time zone, right? Yeah, I can give myself a pat on the back. Right time zone. 10 hours of editing for a 5-minute video. Been there. Paul, that's an understatement. It's probably going to be about 5 to 6 hours a day for probably 7 days for a 5 to 6 minute video. And the reason why it takes so long is because I have 10 cameras that I'm running. I know it seems insane. Midwestern Garage, what's up? Hey, I'm giving you a thumbs up and a shout out, and I'm glad you're here. And if you're just joining me now, again, I wanted to ask you if you would be kind enough to watch this same live stream over on YouTube. I see KZ1212. Hey. Hello to you, and a wave and a shout out. And if you're just joining the live stream, again, I'm sorry to be so repetitive. If you're on Instagram, please click the link in my bio and watch the same exact live stream on YouTube. If you're on YouTube watching it, then it helps me get YouTube watch hours, and those watch hours go toward the 4,000 watch hours that I need to have in order to monetize my channel. And if I do, eventually when I am able to monetize the channel after I get 4,000 watch hours, my first check will probably be about $5. But that $5 will go right back into the Camaro to, towards something to just keep doing these because, like I said, they're not cheap. I've got 10 cameras, which means I've bought 10 cameras. I've got sound gear, and I've got a mechanic who I have to pay for when the car has issues, because there's certain things I'm capable of doing on my own and certain things where I need a mechanic. So monetizing the channel just goes right back into the channel. That's the way I'm looking at it. So anyway, yeah, so I was talking about the fact that we already talked about the Mustang video, and if you guys have questions about that, go ahead and ask me. And then I just talked about the video I'm going to do with what I just finished, which will come out next after the Mustang video with Juan and his 70 Chevelle. And then I shot one yesterday with Paul and his 73 Camaro. So got a lot of good stuff coming up, and I'm really, really excited to share it with all of you. It's just, you know what it is? It's just nothing but fun. It's all it is. It's just good time. I just want to get together, have an adventure, have fun, and share my fun with everybody. And I want to hear some engines scream. So that's what we're doing here. So Luigi said you wanted to know some more about Hollywood stuff. By the way, Jake, if you're still on, you can talk about Hollywood too. So Jake, Stunts by Jake. Jake is another stuntman who's been in the business much longer than me. And yeah, tell you more about Hollywood jobs. Well, Luigi, I'm not sure what to talk about when it comes to that. But if you have any specific questions about working in Hollywood or my career or anything that I've done so far, by all means, you can ask me anything you want, and I'll do my best to answer it. If you are not sure what I've worked on and you want to ask me about some of that stuff, if you go on IMDb and type in my name there, then you can look at some of the stuff I've worked on there. And on IMDb, it would be Steven with a PH, not Steve. So, but yeah, worked on all sorts of big movies and TV shows and commercials, and I'm thankful that this is what I do for a living. It's not easy. The hardest part is in between jobs. I never know when I'm going to work. Because of COVID, it's been really, really, I'd say slow, intermittent. Prior to COVID, I was working pretty steadily, a few times a month. And then I think I've worked once in the last 2 months. So you just never know. But the last job I did a stair fall. I did it 5 times until they got the shot they wanted. And yeah. Ron, do I work with Paul Maloof? I don't know who that is, but I've heard of Sammy Maloof, and I know Sammy Maloof, I believe, is a builder for cars. Is that who you're thinking of, or is he related? I'm not sure. So yeah. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to think, what else can we be talking about? I got 6 of you right now on my live stream on Instagram, and 7 of you right now on my live stream on YouTube. So that means yeah. So have I worked with Sammy? Okay, so I've definitely heard of Sammy, and I've only heard good things. So I've never worked with him. I've never met him. And usually the way it goes is it's just a matter of time before you cross circles. So I hope that I get to work with Sammy in the very, very near future, because I've heard that he's a really, really sharp guy. And yeah, so that's it for now on that one. Logan, you have a question about my Camaro. What condition was it in when you started the build, and how long did it take? Okay, so that's a great question. And what I do here is I tell you the complete truth, and I'm fully transparent because I got nothing to hide, and I don't want to take credit for anything that I don't deserve credit for. I didn't build the car. I bought the car, and it was 95% done. So for even more complete transparency, I consider myself a true beginner when it comes to cars. This is the first car that I've ever owned that has a manual transmission. I learned how to drive stick a long time ago, but I never even owned a car with a stick, and I was just driving it intermittently whenever someone had one that I could get behind the wheel and beg them to let me practice. And when I bought this, when I was looking to buy another car, I said to my wife, whatever car we buy next, it's going to be a manual, and because I really want to own one. And she grew up driving manuals in the Midwest, so and I never had that. So yeah, when I bought this car, I bought it from a guy who rebuilds these cars with his father, and an amazing guy. And I'm actually hoping to do a video with him soon. We've been in communication about doing one. It's just a matter of finding the right date. And he usually has 5 or 6 first-gen Camaros at a time that he's working on, and builds them with his dad. They bond doing it, and then he messes around with them and plays with them for a while, and then he sells them. Leah, I see your question. What car does your wife drive, and is she into classics? I will answer that in just a second. I'm just finishing Logan's question here. So we bought the car from this guy, and it was about 95% done. So it was in really good condition, and it's probably in worse condition now because I've driven the hell out of this thing. Excuse me. I don't drive it like it's a classic. I don't drive it like it's an antique. I drive it freaking hard. And there's also had a bit of a learning curve for me learning this car. And I've definitely grinded a few gears. I'm not going to lie. Prior to getting this car, we weren't sure what kind of classic we wanted to buy. And I went from not knowing a darn thing about cars to basically becoming completely head over heels, overly focused to learning as much as I possibly could. And I'm watching YouTube videos on it all the time. I'm learning how cars work. I didn't know how an engine worked. I didn't know how cars functioned other than you hit the gas pedal. And now I understand what it takes to make an engine run. I understand, how the air has to go through the carburetor and the gas mixture and boom, and the pistons and all that. I understand it now, but I didn't. Could have told me that a while ago. I wouldn't have known any of that. I never changed oil in my entire life until I bought this car. I did my first oil change ever on my Camaro. I do them all the time on all of our cars. But it was like once I got this car, I went from being a complete know nothing to like, I've got to know everything. And I credit YouTube, and I credit the Camaro forums, and the people who are out there who are cool and want to help beginners without any judgment. Because I will never act like I know it all. I'm a beginner, and whatever you hear coming out of my mouth, I have been doing my homework. It's not stuff that I've known my whole life. This is all new to me. And it's been a labor of love and a pure joy to learn about all of this stuff and how basically how automobiles work and how everything, how it all goes. So yeah, so the car I bought, it was in very, very good condition. What work have I done to it? To answer that question is I've done maintenance to it and small fixes that I'm capable of doing. I had a problem with the shifter shortly after I got it, and I did my best to realign it a few times, but then there was actually something beyond that needed fix, and that was beyond my capability because it had to come out. Pixel Akira, hey, want to say hello, give you a wave. Give you a wave right there. So yeah, that was one of the things I've done. I recently had steel tips put on because I had a problem with the exhaust. The tails were hitting the pea shooter tailpipes were hitting the side of the car when they warmed up, and it chipped off a piece of the body. So I had to have that done. Let's see, what else have I done? Replaced the air filter with a more of a higher performance air filter, so the engine would run better. I had to have the carburetor needed to be overhauled. So again, these are maintenance things. And then I did like a cosmetic thing. I did add a shift plate. I know this sounds so boring or whatever, but added a shift plate. And then after it was there, I realized why it wasn't there, because it really just gets in the way. So I took the shift plate out. And I had to install some springs underneath the car to the headers to help with the clutch return pedal. So that's the work that I've done. And, most of that stuff I did on my own. I didn't install I didn't install the steel pipes, and I didn't do the carb overhaul. That's beyond me. But, the things that, I could do, I've done. And I've spent a lot of time underneath the car, learning the car. And it's been really a wonderful experience for me. So Copo Camaro, hey, what's going on? I'm giving you a wave. So you guys who are just joining, and Leah, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to answer your question next. Who are just joining, please do me a favor and click the link in my bio on Instagram. Click that link and go right over to YouTube and click the link in my bio. It's the same exact live stream. And if you could watch this live stream on YouTube, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, it would help me out if you watch it over on YouTube, because that goes towards my YouTube watch hours. And I need to have 4,000 watch hours in order to be able to monetize my YouTube channel. And I'm chipping away and I'm getting there. I'm at 830 subscribers and 500 something watch hours right now, and I got to get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So if you could just watch this live stream on YouTube, if you're not already, it would help me out a bit. It would help me out a lot, actually. I'd really appreciate it, because it just gets me closer to that first goal that I have. Leah, so what car does my wife drive, and is she into classics? Okay, subscription is free. Yeah, none of this costs any money on YouTube. I think that's what is that what you're asking about subscribing on YouTube? I'm not really sure. Maybe you can clarify that, Copo. So my wife is very much into classics. In fact, she, I would say until I got really focused in learning about cars, she knew cars much better than I did. She is from Michigan, which, that's the home of, American cars. She grew up there, and she grew up driving in the snow and in the rain and in the sleet. And she grew up driving on foreign cars as well as American cars, and driving stick shift through, the ice and the ice winters. So she also learned how to, operate cars in the worst conditions, which makes her a phenomenal driver. And yes, she's really into classics as well. Akira, have I ever played baseball? Yes, I was a professional baseball player. Good question. I'll talk about that in a little bit if you want to know more. Mopar Man 73 Kuda, what's going on? I'll give you a wave. There you go. Hey, there's a shout out to you. So yeah, and so she actually, her favorite TV show growing up, Leah, was Dukes of Hazzard, which is kind of funny because it's not like a true rivalry, but like the show that rivaled Dukes was Knight Rider. And if you've seen Drag Racing with My Dad, the video that my most recent video, you know that I'm a Knight Rider family, literally by blood. So her favorite show was the rival show, but it's all in good fun rivalry. And then I was Knight Rider family, and so you put that together, and yeah. So anyway, she said the first when we started talking about buying a classic car, she wanted to get a General Lee. Like no kidding, she literally wanted to buy a '69 Dodge Charger in orange with the number 1 on the door. She wanted to buy the General Lee. Copo, yes, it is free to subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything at all. It's totally free. All you need to do is have a Google account. So if you have a Google account or a Gmail account, you just hit subscribe and it's free. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And if you subscribe and then you hit the bell next to where it says subscribe, it will actually notify you anytime I release a new video. Otherwise, it will just, when you sign on and I have something come up that's new, it'll just come up on your homepage. But if you hit the notification bell, it tells you I've got a new video out. So let's see. Polarina Mopar just joined. Hey, how's it going? I like Mopar. Mopar people are cool. Yeah, so she wanted to buy a General Lee. And then we actually went and looked at a '68 Dodge Charger. If you've never seen a Dodge Charger in person, you have no idea how big these cars are. 22 feet long. It's insane. Dodge Charger's 22 feet long. I mean, it's like a boat. It wouldn't fit in the garage. we were very serious about buying one. And it was a gorgeous one that we were looking at. The owner had sunk way too much money into it. And he just, oh, thank you, Copo. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, exactly, Akira. They're like the Titanic. Anyway, the owner put way too much money into it, and he wanted way more than it was worth. And I was willing to even pay way more than it was worth because it was a gorgeous car, but we just couldn't come to an agreement. But it was probably better off that way because we would have had to have kept that car on the driveway and not in the garage, and that car really needs to be garaged. And so we didn't end up buying it. But we went back to the drawing board and we started looking what car would be the right car for us. And we did our homework on it. And we went and looked at all the classics and we watched a lot more YouTube on it and studied it because just having the idea of a classic car, I thought would be really fun. And we saw the '67 Camaro and we fell in love. That was the right one for us. We thought the very first year of the Camaro was the most gorgeous car of all of them. It's also got characteristics on the first year that none of the other ones have. And that's how we decided we wanted to get the first year Camaro. My stepson has a 2017 Camaro. So it's also cool that we have, 2 Camaros at the house that are 50 years apart. So that's really cool. I'm going to give shout outs to RYPZ, GGS, what's going on? And to Etho Rig 123. Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And if you are willing to stick around for a little bit, but would watch this on YouTube, it would really help me out. If you could click the link in my bio on Instagram and just head over to YouTube and watch the same live stream, it would help me in a big way because I need some YouTube watch hours to get towards closer to monetization. So even if it's just for a couple minutes, if you could watch on YouTube, I'd really, really appreciate that. Okay, so let's see. What other questions here? So what does she drive? Well, she loves trucks. We've got, like I told you, we have a Silverado. We also have a classic truck that she really loves. It was her idea. We got a '74 Blazer. Awesome. It's lifted, got an 8-inch lift. Blazers are super cool. Andrew, hey, sorry, it took me a while to get to your question, Andrew. Yeah, just, sometimes I just get going. But I have not forgotten. You love the car. How long has it taken you to build the car to now? Andrew, I answered that question a little while ago. But in case you didn't hear it, I'll just let you know this. I didn't build the car. I bought the car and it was 95% built. So the work that I have done has been more of maintenance and just subtle things to keep it, little touches to it. Like I added steel tips. Excuse me. I added steel tips to it. I've done some work on the shifter. Tiny little things that I've done, but mostly maintenance that I've done. Had to install some springs, etc. The carb needed an overhaul, but I had to have mechanic do that. So I did not build it. Let's see. We got Moeen Bahadouri. Did I say your name right? If I apologize if I didn't say it right. Moeen Bahadouri. Hey, Moeen, how's it going? Sorry, I just had to go through that a couple of times there. I'm really thankful that you're joining the live stream here. Thank you. It's great to have you. You can ask me anything you want right now. This is an opportunity to ask me any questions you have and ask me about myself or what I've got coming up. And I want to know where you are. Moen, tell me where you are. I know that Logan's in Alabama, Leah's in Texas. I think Akira is in Texas. Luigi's in Brazil. Kim, I think Kim's in Texas too. Juan's here in Southern California. I know Paul's in Southern California. Okay, so let's see here. A couple more questions I have here over on the YouTube side. Leah, you're a Knight Rider fan too. Right on. Right on. You know what? I'm a fan of Knight Rider. I think what was cool about that is that, my dad worked on the show, and I recognize what an iconic show Knight Rider is, and I'm no different than any of you. I mean, who doesn't love Kit? Trans Am, talking car that jumps. I think I love it too. And, I actually always looked up to David Hasselhoff. I always thought he was super cool. He's a giant of a dude in person. I've met him a handful of times. I think I met him 3 times. Yes, 3 times. And he's a really, really nice guy. And, yeah, he's one of those guys that if you meet him in person, he's not going to disappoint you. I know he's definitely had his share of public problems, but I really, really think that he's a good person with a great heart. So yeah, definitely love Knight Rider. Rev Rides, both of those are my favorite shows. And you know what? That's the way to go here between Dukes of Hazzard and Knight Rider. They can both be favorites, and that's how we have to play it in this house. Akira, what do I do for a living? I'm a stuntman. I work in the movie business, and I'm a stuntman. And I've been doing it. I've been doing stunts professionally, full time for 10 years now. That's how I make my living. That is my career. And so if you look me up on IMDb, you can see most of the stuff I've worked on. And on my YouTube channel, there is my stunt reel that I have there for work that you can see many of the times I've been hit and fallen over or got shot or whatever. Let's see here. Red Rides, right? Got you one. Red Ferrari. I'm so sorry. It's taken me a while to get to these questions. Despite my name, I'm a die-hard to the bone muscle car guy. My uncle had a 68 RS Camaro, and you are a huge Chevy guy. So Red Ferrari, are you still there? If you are, write to me in the text here because I want to know if you're there, and I want to ask you a couple of questions. And I want to hopefully you can respond. Die hard to the bone muscle guy. Okay. Well, you got a few things right there just in that sentence. Die hard to the bone muscle car guy. Well, first of all, Die Hard, amazing movie. Did you know the movie Die Hard was based on a book called Nothing Lasts Forever? And the original person who was supposed to play John McClane was Clint Eastwood. And Bruce Willis was like the 5th choice. If you didn't, it's okay. Now you know. To the bone. Okay, well, the next thing you said there, and bones in all caps. My favorite musical artist band is George Thorogood and the Destroyers, and their hit song is Bad to the Bone. So boom, there's 2 in a row there. And Muscle Car Guy with your uncle having a 68 RS Camaro. Well, need I say more? So you hit all 3 of them right there. Boom, boom, boom. You got the hat trick all in one. Nice job there, Red Ferrari. And since it says Red Ferrari, even though you're a huge Chevy guy, which I am too. I also really like Ferraris. We actually were looking at Ferraris too for a while before we bought a car. But you know what? The thing is, hold on, Duke. I'm busy. You want to come out here? We'll give you ice cream after dinner. I promise. The thing about Ferraris is they were just out of our price range, and I thought, can we really push it? We were looking at getting one from the 90s. But then the other thing about Ferraris is servicing them. My God, they're expensive. Yeah, I mean, there was one that I was really, really digging, but it was just too expensive. And then the service is like $10,000 because they have to literally pull the engine out of the car every 10,000 miles to service it. It's Italian engineering. They do that, I guess. Well, they know how to make money. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. You're here. Right on, Red Ferrari. So here's the first question. Why is Red Ferrari your screen name? Why did you choose that? Especially if you're a huge Chevy guy. Listen, look, I love Ferraris too, so there's nothing wrong with it. And you know, I mean, if I could double anybody in my career, I mean, if there's any person that I could be doubling, you know, as a stuntman, the person I would want to be doubling is Tom Selleck on Magnum PI, and he's got the red Ferrari 328. So I get it, you know. I get it. I actually almost wore a red Hawaiian shirt on my last shoot because I thought, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Just kind of do it like you know, like Magnum does. So anyway, yeah, I want to know why you have the name Red Ferrari, why you chose that, and I love the fact that you're a muscle car guy, and I love the fact that you said Die Hard, To the Bone, and Camaro all in the same sentence. Booyah! So yeah, hey, if you're on Instagram watching this. And if you can you please watch this on YouTube, even if it's only for a couple of minutes? Just help me get some watch time, some watch hours on YouTube. When you're on YouTube watching, it goes towards my watch hours. I need to have 4,000 watch hours to monetize. So the link is in my bio on Instagram if you could head over to YouTube and watch it there, and I'd really, really appreciate it. So yeah, let's see. Have I covered all the YouTube questions here? Red Ferrari, I'm waiting to hear from you. Kira, I see that you're with me over here on Instagram. So Kira, you joined late, and I know that you are definitely a huge supporter of mine, and I have always appreciated that about you. So I'll just let you know a couple of things. The next video that's coming out will be versus a 69 Mustang Boss 302. It's going to be a two-parter, but I'm going to release them both at the same time. It's got a hell of a story where I reconnect the owner with the original owner. Totally random, astronomical odds, out of this world, how it all happened. Can't wait for you to see it. And I think that one's going to come out this weekend. I haven't decided yet. And then I'll follow that one with a video versus a 1970 Chevelle with a modified 350 with aluminum heads. Awesome, awesome, awesome video. I just finished that. That's with Juan from Revved Rides. Juan came out with his daughter Jaden, and me and Danny from Drift Car versus Drag Car basically raced them, and we had too much fun. And a little teaser here, the cops got involved. So yeah, that's going to be good because there are cops in that one. And then that one is going to be followed by a video that I shot yesterday with Paul from Cool Running Camaros, who has a 1973 Camaro that he built with a 383 stroker in there. So I have not edited that one yet. So I've got my work cut out for me for sure. So yeah, let's see. Red Ferrari. The name was from when I was little during a little phase. The name was from when I was little, from during a little phase. Well, let's just put it like this. I think any normal guy is always going to be in the phase of wanting to have a red Ferrari. It doesn't have to be a little phase. That should be a lifetime phase of wanting to have a red Ferrari. Even though I'm all about the American muscle cars, because that's what I own my American Pony car. Not going to argue with a super cool Ferrari. So I'm in that phase too, Red Ferrari. I'm right there with you, buddy. Ozba 5.0 just joined, and here's a thumbs up to you and wave, and I'll give you a wave here on Instagram as well. Big shout out to you. Thanks for joining me here. Ozba, we have been talking about the videos that are coming out soon that I've recently shot, and anything that comes to your mind. So ask me anything. You got a question? I got an answer. At least I'll try, and want to know what's on your mind. Okay, back to Red Ferrari here. By the way, Red Ferrari, what is your name? Tell me in the comments. You've always been a muscle car guy, and Chevy in particular. When I was 4 years old, I walked into my grandma's building and saw the hammerhead grill of my uncle's Camaro staring, and I was hooked. Boom. Excellent. Excellent. That is fantastic. Fantastic. That's great. Ferrari, what would you say your favorite muscle car is? And here's a question for you. I'm calling you Red Ferrari because I don't know your name yet. Would you say your favorite muscle car would be, I'm going to assume that it's a Chevy, and right there with you, buddy. I love Chevys. I'm a Chevy guy too. Would you say the best car would be, the best muscle car would be the Chevelle? Or would you say it's Camaro? Would you say the Camaro is a muscle car, or would you say the Camaro is a pony car? Moen, I see you waving. I'm assuming that means you're leaving. And thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you being a part of this. Thank you, Moen. And I hope I see you again soon. And please, I look forward to hearing from you, and leave some comments, reach out, and I'll remember. And I look forward to communicating with you again soon. So yeah. Red Ferrari, tell me what you think the best muscle car is, and I'm gonna just assume that you're gonna say the Chevelle, but if I'm wrong, I want to know. So yeah, and does the Camaro count as a muscle car or a pony car? That's also what I wanted to ask you. So Ozba, if you're still there, tell me a little bit about you. Where are you? Where in the world are you? And what's going on with you? And Luigi, you had wanted to know some more about Hollywood. So if you're still there, type a question for me and or say something, and I'll try and tell you a little bit about more what I do. Akira, if you're still there, which I want you to know, I know you're one of my number one most loyal supporters. I appreciate you, Akira. If you have any questions right now, fire away, because I'm here. And let's see, I'm 51 minutes into this stream on YouTube, and I'm not sure if it lets me go beyond an hour. So if it doesn't, that means I've got about 8.5 minutes left. So yeah. Cool, guys. So I'm waiting for some questions here. So while I'm waiting for some questions, let me think. What else can we be talking about? Let's see. So what have we covered? Oh, yeah. What did you guys think of drag racing my dad? That was my last video, and I would imagine most of you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. I think that's my best video so far. It's my shortest video. It's 5 minutes and 1 second versus all the other ones are longer. And you know, it's fun because I was racing my dad. And so what did you guys think of that one? Did you like that one more than Drift Car versus Drag Car? Did you like that more than the Corvette one? I wonder if you're going to like the Mustang one more. That's about to come out. I want to know which ones you like the most. And I mean, look, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you say you like one more than the other. I mean, it's going to help me. So tell me which ones you like and why. And tell me also in these videos, what is it that you want to see more of? And tell me what you want to see less of. What I'm gathering from basically studying the analytics that YouTube provides is that people really just want to see the racing and they don't want to hear as much storytelling. I could be wrong on that. Me personally, I find it more fascinating to know about the people rather than the car. And I find that the car is the link. So tell me, do you want to hear stories as well as seeing racing, or do you just want to see racing, or do you want to see like 90% racing and 10% stories? Let me know your thoughts. I will read them. I do read all the comments, and I'm reading all of the text in the chat right now. So yeah, Red Ferrari, your name's Josh. Hey, Josh, I'm Steve, and it is my pleasure to meet you. And thank you for supporting me. I really sincerely mean that. This is a passion project of mine. It's a total dream job here that I'm doing, even though I'm not getting paid for it. It's a dream that I'm making a reality. And because you are watching me and subscribing and supporting my videos by just being a part of this, you're helping. And so I appreciate you. And that appreciation goes to everybody else who's watching, to you, Akira, to you, Ozba 5.0, to you, Moen, to you, Leah, to you, Juan, to Paul, to Andrew, to Logan, all you guys. It's a sincere thank you from me. So I really mean that. Josh, you're from Oklahoma, and you think the Camaros are the best. And you think the Camaros count as a pony car and a muscle car. So let me get that right, Josh. You're saying a Camaro is both. It's a pony and a muscle. And if that is what you're saying, just give me a thumbs up or let me know. I agree with you. I mean, it's obviously a pony car because it's much smaller, and but I think a pony car can be a muscle car. Some people say no. Some people say yes. If you're saying yes, I'm saying yes too. That is something that I would say I share that same opinion with you. Yeah, I love the Camaro, the first gen for sure. My favorite of the Camaros is the first year, the '67. And while it's definitely not the most practical in terms of the design, it's because it's the first year. Counts. Copy that. Got you. Got you. Right on, Josh. I read that and give you a thumbs up, and I agree with you. What I like is the fact that I'm in the very, very original Camaro. That's the very first year, and I think that's super cool. Now, the '68 Camaro is basically they've taken the '67 and made it so that made it the way it's supposed to be. They fixed the wheel hop. They staggered the shocks, so there's no wheel hop anymore. But they also had some laws that they had to make some changes to the design. They had to add blinkers to the side of the car. They also got rid of the vent window or the smoker's window or whatever you want to call it. And they also split the tail light with a line down the middle, so it's split on both sides. So there's those subtle changes in the '68, and I actually like the look of the '67 better, which has the vent window, which is gone for every Camaro after that, and only has one bar for the tail light all the way around rather than split. So I prefer the '67. I think it just looks cooler, and that's me, and I like the idea of being in the original. One, pony car is definitely a muscle car. One, I agree with you, and you know what? I would always basically say if Juan says so, he's right, because this guy, Juan knows cars as well as anybody out there. He's been building cars since I was, probably since he was. I probably started playing with Lincoln Logs, and he started playing with alternators. So Juan's the guy to ask. And Juan, do you ever get tired of hearing me yap? Because I know there's just a lot of coming out of my mouth, and I don't know how you put up with this. I don't know how any of you guys can listen to me for an hour. I wouldn't be able to listen to me for an hour. So kudos to you and props and thank you. Hey, got new people joining here. Hernan Vergar, right on. Blaze, what's up? How's it going? Hi, Blaze. Let me give you some waves. Let me make it official here by hitting the wave button. Boom and boom. So Hernan, you get a wave. Blaze, you get a wave. Corey NK84. Hi, Corey. Hi, Corey. How are you? And Moen, you said Camaro '67. Good. I agree with you. I totally agree. Man, do I love my '67. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. Corey, you get a wave too. Shout outs to you guys. So let me Juan, thank you. I appreciate that comment. I just try and be good natured about the whole thing. Just trying to have fun here. That's what these cars are for, right? Cars are meant to be having fun. I mean, sure, some of them have a purpose, but the purpose can also be fun, right? Yeah. So I'm looking here on my YouTube, Instagram. I'm on my YouTube live stream right now, and thank you, Moen. And it says I'm right at 58 minutes. So I'm going to give you a warning right now. I don't know what's going to happen if you're watching on YouTube, and the majority of you are, and I appreciate that. The last time I was doing this and I got to an hour, it stopped. So when it gets to 1 hour, if it cuts off, that's going to be the end of this, and I'm done for today. And I am super, super thankful for all of you who have been watching either on Instagram or on YouTube. I really appreciate you all. You know that I really, really do. It means a lot to me, and I love making these videos. I love connecting with people all over the world like you. I'm just shocked at how many people I've been able to connect with doing this, and literally spanning the globe. It's been such a joy. Absolutely an incredible thing to be able to just connect with people in Brazil, in India, in Russia, in Canada, in the US, Colombia. I remember Baltazar earlier was he Colombia? Let me think. He was I think he's Colombia. Yeah. Well, he was on earlier, South America. Yeah. So anyway, absolute pleasure here on my end. So it says here on YouTube, I'm 59 minutes and 10 seconds now. So if in 50 seconds it ends, then that's the reason why. It doesn't because I ended it, but it will be the end of the live stream if it cuts off. But if it keeps going, I'll stick around for a little bit longer because there's still people here and I'm loving it. And I see Nasser just joined here. Nasser Ahmed, how are you? I am super thrilled that you're joining. Thank you for joining me right now. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to give you a good shout out. And there's a wave on Instagram for you. And Josh, you love all 3 years of the first gen Camaro. And you know what, Josh? I agree. All 3 years are fantastic. The 68 is really the improved 67, and the 69 is really its own deal. It's a first gen, but it's like totally different in body style. And so, yeah, I'm giving a wave here to Alex, who just joined on. What's up, Alex? And I got 5 seconds here on YouTube before it may cut off. So if we do end on YouTube, thank you very much. And hey, we're still going. It didn't end. I love it. Okay, so we get to stick around and have a little bit more fun. Awesome. I'm digging this because, you know, I still got people on here with me, and so I'm grateful. And so for that reason now, I want to say, Nasser, how are you? Thank you for joining me. And Nasser, where are you? And Moen Badori, did you ever tell me where you are? Because I don't know where you are, and I'd like to know where in the world you are. And same for you, Alex. Alex Camaro SS, another super support brother. Tell me where you are, Alex. Where in the world are you? I know that Red Ferrari, Josh, is in Oklahoma, and we're talking first-gen Camaros over here. And also, I request that if you can and you're watching on Instagram, I would really appreciate it. If you, hey, dude, you want to say hi? Yeah. That's my son. I don't know if you just saw him. Wow. And yeah, wow, right? If you could hit the link in my bio on Instagram and watch the same exact live stream right now on YouTube, it would really help me out. And I also see Rekia Mike just joined. Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining. Tell me where you are. Tell me in the comments. I want to know where you are and where you live, and you know, I want to know a little bit about you. And thank you for joining the Instagram live stream. And if you can join it on YouTube, that would really help me out too, because I get YouTube hours towards monetizing over there, which would really make a big difference. So yeah, cool. So back to what Josh was saying. You love all 3 years of the first gen.
What's that?
What's going on, buddy? Nasser, you're from Bahrain. Wow. That's amazing. You're from Bahrain? This is another country. Hey, a little quieter, buddy. It's another country that I've been able to connect with. And I just think that is just so wild that I'm able to. I never, ever, ever expected when I started making these videos, which I just started doing for fun. And you okay, buddy? You all right? I just started doing them for fun because they were fun for me to make. They were entertaining for me to make. I just enjoyed the process. I never expected that I would be talking with people in Bahrain, in India, in Colombia. It's so cool, the whole globe that I've been able to connect with because of my 67 Camaro and the joy that I've had with it and being able to spread it with people like you. And I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful for that. And I'm excited about that. And just, you get it. You get it. I mean, these, you can tell the enthusiasm is real. I mean, I'm really like, I'm going to get off of this IG or this YouTube live stream, and I'm still going to feel really good about it. It's so much fun. So, Alex, you are from Chile, another person from another country. This is just so much fun for me, guys. No joke. It really is. This is exciting to know that I'm communicating with people, you know, north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, southeast, south. You get the whole southwest. I got to say them all, but you get what I'm saying. This is fun. And I've even communicated with people from Australia doing this too. It's like, it's all over. It's amazing. Nasser, yes, and you love my videos. Oh, right on, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really mean that. It means a lot to me. It's just a joy to make this stuff, and it's a joy to share it. And when you tell me that you love my stuff, you love my videos, I want you to know that
Yeah, me popcorn, Dad.
Yeah, oh, look at all that popcorn, buddy.
It's me popcorn.
Okay, don't eat it all because you're gonna get a tummy ache. Okay, only eat some of it. Okay. When you tell me that you love my stuff, Nasser, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I want you to know that it's meaningful because I know that we've never met. So I know that you're not just, you know, a friend, you know, a friend who's just telling me something because that's, you know, if you're a stranger. So, you know, since we don't know each other, you're not going to BS me. You're telling me the truth, and that means something. But third, the amount of time I put into making this stuff, to know that it's actually being enjoyed by somebody else for real, that's really rewarding to me. Um, so I just want you to know, thank you. I really am grateful that you watch my stuff and that you enjoy it and you like it. And I'm going to keep making more of it. So yeah. So anyway, um, let's see. Super Blue just joined here. I'll give you a wave. Super Blue, how's it going? Hey, hey. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Got Red Ferrari. We were talking about all 3 years of the first gen Camaro. So 69. A lot of you guys really like the 69 Camaro. In fact, Alex, you just wrote here the 69 Camaro is your dream. What is it about the 69 Camaro that you like more? Is it the wider body? Is it the stance? They did a major change on the gauges on the interior. Do you like it more with the square gauges or with the circular gauges? One of the reasons I like the 67 is because the gauges are circular, and that to me feels more 60s. And when it's when it got to 69 and the gauges became more square, um, to me it feels more of a 70s car. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can have a 70s car, and that's great. I mean, many muscle cars are from the 70s, but I just really dig the 60s feel in cars, and that's why I really like the 67 more than the 69, because it still feels like a 60s car. The 69 feels like a 70s car, but you know, I'm in the minority there. I would say the 69 Camaro is probably the most popular muscle car out there. I would say it's probably the muscle car that people like more than any other car. And it's probably one of the most in-demand muscle cars, period, on the market. So tell me why you like it. And there's no right or wrong. It's preference. And I want to know what it is that you like about it. In fact, you're writing it here right now. So let me read your response. I prefer the rounder fenders of the 67 and the 68. The 69s have more of a square opening around the tires. And I agree with you. I prefer that rounder Coke bottle shape as well. Alex, what city are you from? You will visit Orlando in July and California in January. We could get together to meet your Camaro. I live in Los Angeles. And so, yeah, that's cool. I guess you're going to be visiting Disneyland. Am I right? Or Disney World. And Penrose Performance just joined. Hey, hey, I see you joined. I'm giving you a wave. Here's a thumbs up. And I hope that you're having a great day. And thanks for joining. And Red Furry, Josh, you write, you plan on changing your name to Bowtie Prime because it combines my love of Chevys and Transformers. Sweet. Luigi, all MK1 Camaro are awesome. Yes, they are, and I'm glad that you're still here, Luigi. Thank you. And if you're on Instagram right now watching this, and you could be kind enough to watch the same live stream right now on YouTube, I would really, really appreciate that. The link is in my Instagram bio. If you click on that link, it'll take you right over to the same live stream on YouTube, and it would help me out by getting YouTube watch hours there. And I can still communicate with you there. I'm reading all of your texts. I'm reading your chats. I would love that. It'd be awesome. So let's see here. Josh, you plan on changing your name to Bowtie Prime because it combines your love of Chevys and Transformers. So here's a fun fact. I am in the most recent Transformers movie. The movie is Bumblebee. It's the prequel. Yes, it's like the prequel Transformers movie. I mean, it came out a couple of years ago, and I play a soldier in that movie. And so yeah, so right on. Transformers, good call there. Stand by for 1 second. I've been live streaming here for almost an hour and 10 minutes. I need to just check a message here. So just give me just a moment here. 1 sec, guys. I respond to this really briefly. Cool. Cool, cool. All right. So where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, I just told Josh said he likes the idea of Bowtie Prime because it combines his love for Chevys and Transformers. And hey, you know what? I like that because Transformers helps me pay some of my bills, and Chevys brings me a lot of joy. So yeah. In fact, there is a clip on my stunt reel, which is on my YouTube channel. If you guys are there, look for it. One of the first clips, I get like blown away by a bomb towards the beginning of my stunt reel. That was from the Transformers movie, but it actually got cut out of the movie, but it made it into the trailer. So that's how I got it. So anyway, yeah, Penrose Performance. Hey, so tell me where you are, Penrose. Tell me what's going on with you and where in the world do you live? And yeah, so you need help with that?
Yeah.
Okay, bring me the remote. Let's see here. Not sure how to comment on YouTube. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. If you're on the live stream on YouTube, there's a chat there. And that's where I'm reading people's comments in the chat on the live stream on YouTube, because the same live stream is happening on YouTube. But if you can't get over there, you can stick here on Instagram. It's cool. It's not a big deal. I understand. I just have to set something up here. What is it you want, buddy? Hang on, 1 second. Hang on, dude. 1 second. 1 sec. Stand by, guys. 1 sec. All right. Hold on. Be right back. Not going anywhere. There you go, buddy. Cool. Cool. All right. Cool. I'm back. So yeah, I still see I got 7 of you with me right now on YouTube, and I see I got 1 of you right here with me on Instagram. So yeah, you know what? It's probably about time I start to wrap this up. It's been a lot of fun communicating with you. Let me think. So today, doing this Instagram, this live stream, we were connecting to Colombia, no, Chile, Brazil. Chile, Brazil. Help me out, guys, if I forgot or I'm missing you. Chile, Brazil, Bahrain, Iran. Did I see Iran earlier? I feel like I saw Iran. Not that long ago. Who was saying they're from Iran? Nasser. Oh, Moen's from Iran. That's right, Moen. Cool, super cool. Iran. I know in Iran, they love muscle cars. American cars are huge in Iran. Super cool. And I appreciate your enthusiasm in Iran for muscle cars. And then yeah, we had Bahrain, Chile, Colombia. We had that today with Baltazar. All over the world. Super cool. Just awesome. Just so much fun to be able to connect with all of you guys from all over the world. I see that one Pontiac is just joined. Give you a wave. And Brando just joined here. Give you guys a wave and a shout out right on. Guys, I'm just about to wrap this up. I've been doing this for 1 hour and 12 minutes now. So I'll stick around for about another couple of minutes. And I would love to just know, Pontiac Fanatic, Brando, tell me where you guys are. What part of the world you're in. I really am fascinated. I want to know who's with me today and where you guys are at. And if you have any questions, now's your chance. Ask me anything you want. And I'll give you a quick little brief rundown of just some of the stuff that's coming up. So the next video is actually going to be a 2-parter, but I'll probably put them all out at the same time. Hey, Raul, giving you a wave. Hey, there's a thumbs up to you. Thanks for joining. Raul, tell me where you are. Where in the world are you? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. So the next video comes out this weekend. It's versus a 69 Mustang Boss 302. Very, very rare car. Only made about 1,628 of those. And it's a great story where I'm going to be reconnecting the guy with the original owner. Totally wild, random, chance, odd encounter. Can't wait to share it with you. And then I shot a video about 2 or 3 weeks ago with Juan from Rev Rides. Just finished editing it with a 1970 Chevelle. And that one's going to be so much fun. We can't wait for you to see that one. Some great racing in that one. And Raul, you're in Chile. Excellent. So cool. So cool. I think that's amazing. I'm so thrilled that I'm communicating with so many people today from South America, and especially Chile. The best people there. Just, you guys are so cool. So cool. I'm so thankful that you're here, Raul. And I got here Reliquias Auto Motrisk, Motriesque. Colombia. I'm sorry, it's two words. Reliquias Auto Motors, Colombia. Right on. Sorry, I've totally butchered that one. My bad. My bad. So we got Colombia here, Chile and Colombia. Right on. Thank you for joining me, Reliquias Autos. So I'm assuming that's like Relic Autos. That's how that would be in English, or that would probably translate to Relic Autos or Vintage Autos. I get it now. I got to talk it through. Super cool name. I really dig it. I love it. Awesome. Right on. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys. And so, yeah, and then I shot a video yesterday with a 1973 Camaro with a 383 stroker, and we had a good dialogue earlier in this call about would you prefer to have a 383 stroker, or would you prefer to do an LS swap in your hot rod if you were going to choose and mod one out? Raul, you have a 1994 Camaro. You know what? That's super cool. I think probably when I was a kid, the 94 Camaro is probably one of the earliest cars that I would recall thinking about. I remember there was this guy who I used to know who used to drive around in a 94 Camaro. I'm pretty sure it was 94. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. So the fact that you've got a 94 Camaro, I think that's awesome, Raul. That's so cool. Just love Camaros. Just love General Motors. Just love my Chevys. You get it. So, Josh, you have an 83 C10 square body, your dream truck. Oh, cool. Right on. That's awesome. I want to see a picture of it, Josh. Send me a picture of it, will you? When you have a chance, just direct message me a photo of it on Instagram, or if I'm sure that we're probably connected on Instagram, if you can. You're working on finding a first-gen Camaro. Well, you know what? That's something worth working on. Josh, what kind of, if you had your choice, would you choose a 67, a 68, or a 69 Camaro? And are you looking to find a Super Sport, a 350? Are you looking for just the body and that you could mod it out or resto mod it? Or do you want to have it be original or restored original? What do you want to do with it? Let me know. Monty's Garage just joined. Hey, Monty. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Monty, where are you? Tell me where you are in the country or in the world. I'd love to know. But guys, I really do only have about another minute or two here. I really do got a boogie. I'm just crossing about 1 hour and 17 minutes. So I got to get off here shortly. My dad had one, so I grew up and bought the same one. Love it. You know, one of the things that I'm finding out so frequently here when I'm communicating with people about cars is the connection through fathers and sons, fathers and daughters. The family link with cars is a really special one. You'll see it in the video I made with Juan from Revved Rides when he brings his daughter out, and I race him in his Chevelle with his daughter. If you haven't seen the video, my last video, drag racing my dad, that's obvious. Go watch that, please. It's 5 minutes. It's my shortest video and my favorite one so far. And just the connection with family through cars is really, really cool. Really cool. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for being on my live stream today. Thank you all. To the 9 of you who are still with me on all of my accounts, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's been a joy. I love connecting with you guys. I really do, especially connecting with people all over the world. We had a number of people from Chile today, from Colombia, Iran, Bahrain. Let's see, multiple places in the U.S. It's just so cool. So cool. And I appreciate all of you guys for supporting me, supporting this dream that I'm doing here, building this YouTube channel. Thank you. I sincerely mean that. And there's so much more good stuff to look forward to. And I can't wait for you all to see it. Be ready for this weekend when I release the 2-parter of the 69 Mustang Boss 302 video. It's the race, it's the story, it's the reunion. And it's just a really fascinating story, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Just the connection that I was able to, how I found this guy. Literally, I waved him down on the side of the road because I heard his exhaust, and the fact that I was able to connect him with the original owner, and how I did it because of who I knew and how it was all connected. It's just so cool, and I just can't wait for you guys to see it. So yeah. Hey, Cam SS, thank you for joining. Listen, I'm just wrapping this up right now. I'm just about to hit an hour and 20 minutes into this live stream, and I'm literally just saying goodbye to everybody. I'm going to give you a shout out because I'm super thrilled that you jumped on, and a wave for you. And so please join me again on the next one. I gotta call it a day here. Raul, love your channel. Steve, keep going, uploading videos of your Camaro. Raul, I will. You got it. You got it. I will. Thank you, Raul. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, whoever's still with me. It doesn't say who's actually still on. I just see some numbers. But I want to shout out then. Here's some shout outs to people off the top of my head. Baltazar, Akira, Paul, Juan, Josh, Kim, Leah, Raul. Let me see here. I want to try and get everybody who was on here who at least said something. So shout out to Kim, to Juan, to Leah, to Andrew, to Josh, to let's see. I got Cam, I got Cam SS, I got Raul, I got Monty, I got the Relic Autos of Columbia, I got Brando, got the Pontiac Fanatic, I got Super Blue, I got Luigi, Penrose Performance, Alex in I got Alex, I think it was in Colombia, Nasser, Moen in Iran. That's also Iran. Just amazing, the connections all over the world here. Rekia Mike, so that's Mike Rekia is my guest. That is Mike. Thank you, Mike. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Corey, to Blaze, to Hernan Vergar, to Ozba 5.0, Akira. Let's see. Shout out to Logan in Alabama, to Ethwa Rig, Etha Rig, to RYPZGGS, to Copo Camaro, to Polarina Mopar, to Mopar 73 Cuda, to Ron Chevelle, to Paul Cool Runnings Camaros. I guess I got Logan here, and to KZ1212, Midwestern Garage, American Hot Rod Entertainment, and I got Jacob Chambers, Luigi. Luigi's in Brazil. Christian Valdez. Well, I never would have remembered all this. I'm glad I'm going back. Carter Willis, Trooperman, Victor Garcia Rivera, Ramo Steele, Santorin 67, Mark Ward Harbum, Raider Fan, Black Widow, that's Chris, Interesting, TPDA, One, Baltazar who's in Colombia, Tom Vett, G-Shock Lover, Luigi, Turn It 625, Alexis, and Fake Boomer's just jumping on. Boomer, shout out to you too. Thank you for jumping on. I'm signing off right now. I'm exhausted. I've been doing this for an hour and 22 minutes. I got to call it a day. Boomer, let's see on the next one. I know you're one of my most loyal subscribers, and I appreciate you, Boomer, and thank you for joining here. I was just wrapping up. And I see here that LTD 458 just joined. Shout out to you. And Roxanne MFAC just joined as well. Shout out to you. Thank you guys for joining. I got to call it a day now. We're almost an hour and a half into this. But yeah, lots of great stuff coming up. There'll be a new video coming out this weekend. What's up to you too, LTD? Thank you for being here. And make sure if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please do so. The link's in my bio. If you haven't hit the notification bell, subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll know the moment stuff's released. There'll be a 2-part video coming out this weekend versus 69 Mustang Boss 302. Super excited to share it with you. And it's been a joy just connecting with all of you today. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate you supporting me. And I can't wait to show you what's coming up next. So anyway, it's the sun's starting to go down here in Southern California. It's nighttime, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night or a great day wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is. I hope that the rest of your day is fantastic, and I hope that everything is the way you would want it to be, and you have a great evening, great morning, great afternoon. Get out there and kick some ass and take some names. And thank you all again for being here to support me. And I hope that you have a great day. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Reach out to me, and I'll do my best to always respond. All right, guys, take care, and see you later. And we're going to end this one here on YouTube right now. Thanks again, guys. See ya.